JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, vendor shot and killed in Manchester. A man who operates a stall in the community of Hatfield, Manchester, was this morning shot and killed. He has been identified as Everton Wranglin, 54, otherwise known as Ginger. According to reports, approximately 7 a.m., Wranglin was in the vicinity of the community square when he was approached by a gunman who opened fire, hitting him. Wranglin reportedly tried to escape, but was chased and shot again. It is said that the attacker escaped in a motor vehicle. He was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Investigations are ongoing. 3 men arrested after cops find gun in car. 3 men were arrested after police officers reportedly found a firearm and ammunition during a motor vehicle search at a checkpoint in St. Elizabeth on Sunday. The police said their identities are being withheld pending further investigations. According to the police, about 11:45 p.m., the lawmen were conducting operations when they signaled a white Honda Civic motor vehicle to stop. A search of the motor vehicle was conducted, and a 10mm Glock 29 pistol and a magazine containing 1 round of ammunition were found in the console area between the 2 front seats, the police said. The men were subsequently taken into custody. Cop acquitted of manslaughter after 12 years. A police corporal continues to breathe sighs of relief following his acquittal of a manslaughter charge laid on him in 2009. Corporal Wave Hyman, who was at the time of the incident attached to the Cross Keys police station, was tried on January 15 in the Manchester Circuit Court and set free by Justice Chester Stamp. He was tried for manslaughter. A no-case submission was made and it was upheld. He was freed after 12 years, said the cop's attorney, Marcus Greenwood. Reports are that on Saturday, January 8, 2009, Hyman and the 3 of his colleagues responded to a report of loud noise at a party in Salmon Town District, South Manchester. It is reported that the police heard explosions like that of gunshots coming from inside the venue and subsequently instructed the selector to turn off the music. The gunshots were allegedly gun salutes by other policemen who were patrons at the party. As a result of the music being turned off, patrons became irate and a fight broke out, at which point Hyman intervened. The report is that Hyman's gun went off and the crowd attacked the police on duty, who subsequently had to flee the scene. It was later discovered that a 41-year-old farmer, Errol Allen, of Southfield, St. Elizabeth, was shot and another man injured. They were both taken to hospital where Allen was pronounced dead. Greenwood said his client is happy that he can truly put this episode behind him and move on with his life. My client was very emotional after the trial. He cried. He's just looking forward to getting back to work and getting on with his life. Manchester, Clarendon, St. Elizabeth hospitals running out of space. 9 nights, wakes, parties, and a general disregard of protocols are being blamed for the uptick in the COVID-19 cases in Manchester, leading to tighter curfew hours being instituted yesterday as its public hospitals come under increasing pressure. The 30 Manchester communities, now known to have cases of the virus, have been flouting mask wearing and the social distancing guidelines, Dr. Vitalius Holder, Regional Technical Director of the Southern Regional Authority, said yesterday. Her comments come in the wake of the red and amber alert that the Percy Jr. and Mandeville hospitals are now under, as hospitalizations and positivity numbers move the needle of 3 times the national average rate. The Mandeville Regional Hospital is at 76% occupancy and the Percy Jr. at 83%. There's the absence of social distancing in the markets and in the taxis, and symptomatic people are not wearing masks in their homes, infecting their relatives. They become relaxed at home, but once there's coughing around, it is important to wear a mask, Holder cautioned. She said that despite health ministry teams on the ground sensitizing the public to the illness, residents in some communities were not taking the message seriously. It is hoped that the longer curfew hours, running from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. over the next 2 weeks, will flatten the curve. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton said that the parish recorded 125 new cases between January 10 and 24 across the 30 communities, with Mandeville accounting for the highest numbers. Manchester accounts for some 11.3% of all confirmed COVID-19 cases in the country in the last 2 weeks, he noted, adding that the 27.8% positivity rate for the parish has been the highest for the past 2 weeks, almost 3 times the national rate of 10.8%. The minister also expressed concerns about the parishes of St. James and St. Anne, which are also being closely monitored. Chief Medical Officer, CMO, Dr. Jacqueline Bisaser McKenzie, revealed that the Manchester positive cases were being presented at the health centres, but the danger was the level of exposure across the parish, which is high, especially to the vulnerable population. She is worried that with the neighbouring Black River and the Mapen hospitals both having occupancy levels of over 95%, the spike in cases puts the region at risk. The number of hospitalization will increase, and we will run out of space to put these persons, she warned. Agriculture Ministry develops National Yam Strategy. The Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries has established a National Yam Oversight Committee with responsibility for charting the future of yam production island-wide through the development of a National Yam Strategy. This yam strategy has been developed in consultation with stakeholders to include farmers and exporters and is aimed at driving up the production of yam, as well as examining ways of increasing earnings from exports through value addition. This disclosure was made by Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Floyd Green at a meeting with farmers at Albertown High School in Trelawney on January 22nd. Noting that yam is a critical domestic crop, Minister Green said that over the last 5 years, it has become number one in exports, with earnings of US $24 million in 2019. He, however, stated that there was a need to ensure consistency in supply, as currently demand was outstripping supply. We have exporters who are saying to us that they could export 10 containers per week, and now we do 4 to 6. So there's a tremendous opportunity in relation to yam, Green said. Other strategies being pursued by the ministry to increase yam production are the revitalization of sweet yam production, research on the best types of yam to be targeted for increased production, as well as the use of technology in relation to MINISED. Currently, under the ministry's Production Incentive Program, the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA, is also working with farmers to increase the production of sweet yam, which is in high demand. Over the last 2 years, we have had good success, and we are seeing consistent increases in the production of sweet yam, Green stated. Acknowledging the importance of community-based organizations in ensuring the longevity of yam production, Green stated that the ministry is providing technical support for the establishment of a yam association and challenged the South Trelawney farmers to be the first to set up a yam farmers association. Jamaica records 141 new COVID cases, 1 death. Jamaica has recorded 141 new cases of COVID-19 and 1 new virus-related death in the last 24 hours. According to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, this brings the total confirmed cases in the island to 15,153 and the total confirmed deaths to 339. The ministry said the new cases consist of 71 males and 70 females, with ages ranging from 36 days to 93 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 37, Manchester 28, Clarendon 19, St. Catherine 16, St. James 15, St. Elizabeth 11, St. Anne 10, Trelawney 2, Hanover 1, St. Mary 1, and Westmoreland 1. Meanwhile, the ministry said the new death was that of a 61-year-old female from St. Catherine. Another death, which was previously reported under investigation, was today clarified as a coincidental death, while 2 more deaths were reported under investigation. The country also recorded 22 recoveries, bringing the total recoveries to 11,911. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.